All right, the Panthers will be going from our left to right. Concordia with the basketball, going from right to left. Pull-up jumper, in and out. A rebound by Short, and here comes Andrew. Check that, that's Nate Bender. Miller, again looking at that 2-3 zone.
Oh,
inside,
nice pass inside.
Pass. Andrew Johnson with a nice left-handed feed. And Mounds Park on the scoreboard early. Good defense by Miller. Hines, one-handed shot, no good, and here comes Mounds Park, and they push the ball up quickly. Nice pass to Fruden. Fruden, turnaround jumper, off the rim, no good. Well, in the first opportunity, Mounds Park might go push the ball quickly up court.
Yeah, good job by Matt Miller. He got a rebound and got the ball down the floor. They just need to convert.
From the outside, hard off the rim, a rebound by Bander. Fruden, top of the key, Miller. Concordia just packing in that 2-3 zone.
I tell you, Todd, all Mounds Park needs is an open three. It'll get Concordia out of that 2-3 zone.
Turnover in Concordia basketball. Spencer Bickett to Sam Fink, who runs the show for Concordia. Guarded closely by Bander, off to the left side. And a nice defensive play by Miller. Here comes the fast break the other way. Johnson picks up the loose ball, and well, let's see, it'll be Mounds Park ball, knocked out of bounds.
Foul on number 24 for Concordia.
It'll be Tim Ewald. Short, no good. Rebound, up and in, Andrew Johnson. From a distance, Michael, Nate Bander 15, Andrew Johnson 25. Similarity there.
They do look similar.
Johnson with a nice soft touch off the glass. Back the other way. Here comes Mounds Park Academy. Andrew Johnson on the left hand. And we got a foul.
Foul on number 32 for Concordia. Go against Spencer Bickett.
Panthers, 10-point lead. Bander. Short in the lane. Nice strong move by Dan Short. With their biggest lead of the game. Up by 12. Good pressure by Mounds Park.
Good hustle by Adam Fruden. The Panthers are diving on the floor. That's what they've got to do.
Well, perhaps Dan Hayes had a few words in the locker room at halftime to tell his team to fire up a bit.
Yeah, Dan Short, leading scorer in this game so far, unofficially with 11 points for the Panthers.
His average of 9.5 off the glass, no good. Hey, there's a little elbow. Sam Fink. And Fink brings it into the front court. Watched closely by Bander. Stripped away. Here come the Panthers. Fruden hacked from behind, and he'll go to the free throw line. Spencer Bickett took a karate chop. But as we said, for the former fullback, just the kind of game he likes.
Yeah, it looked like Adam was trying to draw the foul. I think he could have made that layup a lot quicker, but he was trying for the and one. Instead, he's got to work hard to get his 2 points here.
Short off the front of the rim. Bickett takes a seat on the bench. Ewald in the game. And Pruden hits his second free throw. No confusion on the Concordia side. Ewald, full court pressure now by the Panthers. Fink, watch closely. Johnson on the floor and rips it out of the hands of Sam Fink. It'll be Concordia basketball. 14:31 to go from the Lansing Sports Center here in Maplewood, Minnesota, on the campus of Mounds Park Academy. Todd Johnson along with Michael Johnson in this early season non-conference game. Concordia Academy in white, and they're going to get Mander on the reach-in.
That's the second foul on Nate Bander. First team foul for the Panthers in the second half.
Andrew Johnson going to take a seat on the bench. Jake Burstein into the game. Fink, left side. Evan Johnson inside to the big guy. The foul, he doesn't get the roll. But he'll be shooting free throws.
That foul's on Dan Short.
And that's exactly who Concordia rather would like to draw some fouls on.
Todd, this year the State High School League is really enforcing hand checking, and you're seeing a lot of high school games across the state of Minnesota. We're seeing a bunch of them.
I'm not sure I like it, to be honest with you. It slows the games down a little bit. Burstein. Drive by Short is short off the rim. It'll remain Panther basketball.
Todd, speaking of free throws, unofficially the Panthers are 7 for 12 tonight.
Adam Pruden in the paint. Nice little jump shot, a little floater. And the Panthers build on their lead. 13:59 to go here in the ball game. The Panthers on top, 32-18. Let's send it down to Mike Peden on the sidelines. Mike, what do you have for us?
Todd and Mike, I'm not exactly sure what Dan Hayes, coach of Mounds Park Academy, told his Panther team, but whatever it is, it appears to be working. Mounds Park Academy has been a lot more aggressive, taking their time, and have found their stroke. They've started the second half with a 9-1 scoring run and now have a double-digit lead. Todd and Mike, back to you.
Todd, Nathan Johnson just checked into the game for Dan Short.
Again, full court pressure by the Panthers. Pruden knocked away, will remain Concordia basketball.
Todd, I like this from the Panthers, putting some full court pressure on them. This might create some turnovers for them and get them playing at a higher tempo.
Out of nowhere comes Nate Bander. Right. This is creating some confusion and some energy for Mounds Park Academy. Miller trying to get a handle on the ball, and he's fouled. Who did they get that time? They get Evan Johnson.
On 33.
Rick Hines, one of the captains of Concordia Academy.
That was a third-team foul on Concordia.
Nathan Johnson with the basketball. He can hit from the outside. Johnson staring at that 2-3 zone. Miller. Good defense by Concordia. Floater in the lane, off the rim, no good. Big rebound by Andrew Erdman.
Well, Todd, Adam Fruden's not afraid to take that shot. And the Panthers need that. Someone's got to go to the basket.
Hines not afraid to take that shot. And Rick Hines gets Concordia back on the scoreboard. They trail by 12. And a little too close on the defense by Rick Hines. Mike, you talk about Mounds Park needing to take a shot. A lot of folks know A.J. Barker on the team last year. He's since transferred, and that's not all a negative thing in terms of team chemistry. Last year, a lot of the guys would just watch and see what A.J. would do. Now this year, it gives other players a chance to step up and get more players involved in the offense.
It really has, Todd. This team is very patient with the basketball. As the season goes on, as they get some of their players back from last year, it's going to help.
Shot no good. Back come Concordia. This is Johnson, left hand from the outside. No good. Erdman with the big rebound, tosses it up. No good. Johnson, offensive rebound. So Concordia now on a 4-0 run. Trying to get it under in single digits. Now the Concordia fans making some noise. Bander, quadruple team. And he is fouled. Well, they're going to call a jump ball.
Todd, that was good defense by Jacob Moe, 6'3" sophomore for Concordia.
You don't often see a quadruple team, but there was one right there. Miller. Johnson, it's a good recovery. Miller, Nathan Johnson, off the rim, no good. Nice quick release, couldn't get it to fall. Erdman back.
Todd's on a 6-0 run. We'll see if the Panthers are going to answer here.
Dan Short set to check back in this game.
I don't know if the Panthers have lost the home crowd advantage because the Concordia faithful are making a lot of noise.
Great atmosphere for high school basketball. And he stepped on the line. Concordia basketball. And I thought perhaps Dan Hayes was going to call a timeout. He does not. And Concordia with the basketball on the turnover. Again, full court pressure. And a nice steal. Here come the Panthers. Nathan Johnson. And they're going to call him on the charge.
They're calling charging.
Well, good aggressive move by Nathan, but officials say that the defender had his position. Concordia with the basketball again. All right, Fruden takes a tumble into the Panther bench. Moe, stolen away. Fruden is tackled.
That's almost an intentional foul, but looks like just two.
I don't know if Tim Ewald knows who he's tackling there. But Adam Fruden took a big spill, and I'll give him this. He has courage to do that. Fruden makes him pay. Erdman takes a seat on the bench. Grant Ream checks back into the ball game. Well, they say it's Concordia basketball. Concordia trying to break this press. Mounds Park doing a good job. Free in the lane. Off the glass and in. Tim Earwald. 7-point game. Peden, hard off the rim. But a rebound by Mounds Park inside. Short, in and out. Jump ball, possession goes to Concordia. Well, now the shots start falling again for Mounds Park Academy. Nathan Johnson checks out, Andrew Johnson checks in. Peden, Johnson, they go for the ball. Concordia hangs on. There's an offensive foul.
Good pressure by the Panthers.
He's getting a little bit chippy out there.
Well, it looks like they called a foul on number 33 for Concordia.
He threw an elbow, and Andrew Johnson didn't like it. I don't blame him. He let him know as well.
Todd, that was a 6-team foul for Concordia, so the Panthers are going to be shooting a lot of free throws down the line. And so far this half, they're 2 for 4, and unofficially 9 for 14 for the game.
Well, Michael, not the prettiest game we've ever seen, but nonetheless a close competitive basketball game. And in the end, that's what you want here. We're putting this game on television, and 33-26. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, we're hoping for a competitive game, and we are definitely getting that.
Trust me, we've done some games over the years, and teams up by 60, it's just not quite as interesting. Let's send it down to Mike Peden again on the sidelines. Mike.
Todd and Mike, Concordia Academy may be 0-3, but they're not going to give up easily. They responded to Mounds Park Academy's 9-1 scoring run with a 6-1 run of their own. And now their fans have figured out a way to respond to the loud noise from the Mounds Park fans by providing a bunch of loud noise for their own. The decibel levels sky high in tonight's game. Todd and Mike, back to you.
And a charge and a great defensive effort that time by Andrew Johnson. He stood his ground and drew the charge.
Andrew saw him coming. You could see him set up, and a perfect defense.
And the Mounds Park faithful love that one, and they reiterate the charge call. Andrew's provided some energy tonight for Mounds Park Academy.
Todd, that was a 7-team foul, so Panthers will be shooting.
Miller far side. Panthers taking their time. This is Johnson.
That was a kickball.
Todd Benz yelling out instructions, animated on the Lancer sideline. Jake Burstein, who just checked into the game. Andrew Johnson, top of the key. Short. Miller thought about it. Cross court, Andrew Johnson makes a great save, but they're going to call him on the travel. He needed every inch of his 6'3" frame just to keep the ball in play, and they got him on the extra step.
Todd, the Panthers are passing up a lot of open jumpers. They really need to start taking those shots.
Concordia will hang on to the basketball. 9:02 to go. Again, just a 7-point lead. And you're right, Michael. Dan Hayes said we need some kids to step up and take shots like that one by Evan Johnson for Concordia. Now just a 5-point lead. Shot no good. Peden unhappy. And at what point, Michael, you call timeout and settle everybody down?
Well, he might be saving his timeouts. Let's see what happens here.
From the outside, are you kidding me? That's Andrew Erdman, the 6'6" center, drains it from the outside. 3-point lead. Concordia making all the noise.
Well, Todd, this is just the kind of game Mounds Park was not looking for, but they've seen it already this year. Similar style.
Good save. Miller trying to settle down the troops. Fruden double teamed. Johnson near corner. Inside pass. Again, triple teamed and nowhere to kick it out. Jake Burstein. Andrew Johnson. Not a lot of movement for the Panther offense.
Well, they're trying to draw him out, but Concordia can just sit back and the clock's going to run down. Concordia coach is imploring his team to stay back. So it's like a little chess game here.
They're just daring them. Miller double teamed. And they're going to get him on the reach-in foul.
You know, Todd, if I were the Panthers here, I would attack that zone because you're going to draw a lot of fouls and get to the line. Let's see what Matt Miller can do.
Looks like it's going to come down to the wire here from the Lansing Sports Center in Maplewood, Minnesota. Miller drains the big first free throw, the front end of the 1-and-1. Concordia basketball remains just a 4-point lead.
The Panthers are abandoning their full court press.
That's Nathan Johnson, who just checked into the game. Erdman, got to get a body on him. Off the glass and in. That's Ewald. Concordia down by just a bucket. Who's going to step up here with the big shot for Mounds Park Academy? Fruden. Inside. Short. Backdoor. Nathan Johnson off the glass and in. There's your answer. The sophomore comes in with the big bucket. Good ball movement that time by the Panthers. And Johnson banked it nicely. Erdman backs his way in. Nice soft touch. He answers for Concordia. Back to a 2-point game. Miller. Johnson. Nathan Johnson kicks it out. Miller off the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Up and in!
Todd, things are starting to heat up. We're seeing some baskets both ways.
4-point lead. What a ball game we have on our hands. Baseline. Kicks it back out. Tell you what, Erdman can hit from that outside spot. Malone. Pickett for three. Off the rim, no good. Loose ball. And they're going to call him on the out of bounds. Good effort by Nate Bander, but he stepped out of bounds. Spencer Bickett to inbound the ball. Kick it outside, Erdman. Sam Fink. Erdman. Fink. Erdman from the outside. He hits it. Oh my goodness. Andrew Erdman heating up for Concordia. And it's just a 2-point ball game. Fruden. inside, short, in and out. And he's fouled. Good feed. Fruden inside to his senior teammate Dan Short. And the ball just went in and out.
That foul's on number 45 for Concordia, their 9th team foul.
Short hits the first one. Two big free throws by Dan Short. Fink to Johnson, inside to Erdman. Mo from the outside. He hits it! Check that, that's Tim Ewald. Back to a 2-point game. Bander. Miller to the sophomore Johnson. Fruden double teamed. Tried to force it in, Erdman, and they're going to call a foul.
That's on number 4, Matt Miller.
Got to get a hand up on Andrew Erdman. He's got 4 points, 6 points here in the second half. 2-point lead, under 4 minutes to go. Erdman kicks it out. Fink hits it. We're all tied up. Miller off the limb, no good. And we got a foul, and the foul is going to be on the Panthers.
That was number 15, Nate Bander, over the back.
Johnson far side, left-handed dribble, pull-up jumper. Concordia has taken the lead, 42-40. 3:24 to go on the runner by Evan Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to Fruden. He hits it, and a foul!
A big basket by Adam Fruden. A huge basket.
A chance for a 4-point play as Fruden is fouled as he drains the three-pointer. You talk about a turning point to a game, that could be it right there. Erdman with the rebound.
Todd, that foul was Concordia's 10th, so every time Mounds Park will be shooting 2 free throws.
Ewald layups, lays it in, and now the Panthers trail by 1. Good ball movement. Nathan Johnson at the point. Just a sophomore looking over this 2-3 zone. Miller back out to Johnson. Fruden. Short. Hook is good. Boy, the two seniors stepping up here in the final 2 minutes. A 1-point ball game. Fink. Pull-up jumper. Rebound by Bander. Here come the Panthers, and they'll slow it down. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Panthers clinging to a 1-point lead. Bander. Short. Bander. hard off the rim. Rebound Concordia, loose ball. Knocked out of bounds, it'll be Concordia basketball.
I don't know if they needed that three-point shot, Todd. I thought they were going to try to control the ball and get an inside shot or draw the foul, but see if Mounds Park plays some defense here.
Nathan Johnson takes a seat on the bench. Jake Burstein checks back in for the Panthers. 1:42 to go. Panthers up by 1. Erdman has the ball tied up nicely by Matt Miller, and it'll be Panther basketball on the possession.
Well, Todd, let's see what Mounds Park does here. They can be patient, draw the foul, and win the game at the free throw line.
That was a big play by Miller. The 5'8 junior ties up the 6'6 center. Clock can do 1:22 and counting. Mounds Park with a 1-point lead. There's a turnover. Here comes Concordia. Johnson trying to get a handle on it. Erdman. And they call a timeout. Todd Benz wants to talk about it with 1:10 to go. What a ball game. Mounds Park on top by 1.
Todd, Mounds Park Academy went to the well one time too many, trying to get it into Dan Short, and he did not get a perfect pass there.
Mike Peden, what do you have for us?
Todd and Mike, give credit to Concordia Academy. They stayed in it, clawed their way back, and now they're in the middle of a dogfight here with Mounds Park Academy. However this game ends, both teams will have something positive to take with them once the game ends. Both teams scored above their average coming into tonight. I don't know about you, but I've got a feeling this is going to go right down to the wire. Todd and Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Michael, a minute left in the game. This situation, you look to your seniors for leadership.
Well, Todd, they've been through it before. Last game last week, Mounds Park pulled out a 1-point victory, so let's see if that experience helps them.
Fink will set things up for Concordia. They trail by 1. A minute to go. Evan Johnson inside to Erdman. Kicks it back out. Looking in the lane. There's a steal. Miller with the basketball. Oh, a big play for the Panthers. Matt Miller comes up with the loose ball. Fans on their feet here at the Lansing Sports Center. Panthers up by 1. There's a foul. And they'll send Matt Miller to the line, the junior, with a bit of pressure on him as he steps to the free throw line with 36.9 seconds to go and a 1-point lead.
Well, Matt Miller will be shooting too, so hopefully he can drain both of these for the Panthers.
He sinks it. It will go the other way. Miller short on his second one. 2-point lead.
Well, Todd, feeling the pressure there.
Well, who wouldn't? Good crowd on hand. Got the TV station televising this game. A 2-point ball game. Erdman. And they're going to get Short for reaching in.
Well, Todd, Mounds Park had a foul to give.
Yeah, not a bad foul.
No, not a bad foul.
Especially with the big guy right underneath the basket.
That's their 6th team foul.
And a timeout on the floor. 25 seconds to go. Mounds Park on top by 2. Concordia set to inbound the ball. See if they get it into the big guy underneath. From the outside, Ewald, top of the key, Johnson. Inside, Erdman. It's blocked! Short with the block! Short may have come up with the defensive play of the game as he blocked the 6'6" junior.
Well, Todd, Adam Fruden can ice this game. If he hits both free throws, it'll give Mounds Park a 4-point lead with 12.9 seconds. So let's see if he can put these in for the Panthers.
Hits the first one. 3-point lead. This next one truly is the big one. So make it a 2-possession game, barring a...
Todd, the Panthers have not been good on the back end of their free throws. See if Adam can change their luck.
Rebound Concordia, 10 seconds to go. Into the front court. Fink. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. Fink sets it up for three. It's no good.
Panthers
win. Sam Fink had a chance at the buzzer, gave it everything he had, and could not drain it. But give Concordia all the credit in the world. They hung in there. Mounds Park had just enough at the end to pull this one out. 47-44. A great high school basketball game. Well, let's send it down courtside with Mike Peden, who's got the winning coach and one of the star players of tonight's game. Mike.
I'm here with our winning coach tonight, Dan Hayes, and one of his players, Adam Fruden from Mounds Park Academy. Dan, you guys were up by 12 early in the second half, then fell down by 1. What did you do to stay in it?
Defense. We turned it up a little bit, and, this young man did a tremendous job along with Matt Miller to really create havoc on the court. We created some turnovers. We were able to actually score some points off of the defense, so it gave us the W.
And Adam, what was the turning point in this game, and what did you tell your teammates when they were down by 1, and what was the shot that told you that we had a good chance to win it?
Well, I think what really told us we had the game was when we started stealing the ball, when we started pressuring them, when we started getting them nervous. That's when I knew we'd get it. And turning point was that last free throw when we took a 3-point lead in the end.
Now, you scored 47 points tonight. That was above your average coming into tonight. So what will you take from this game as you now face a tough Tri-Metro conference?
Well, we'll take a win any night. Tonight was, a situation, he performed well on the court. You don't see him in the stat book. He did the little things right. He played solid defense. He ran our team well, got our offenses in positions where they could be successful. We just need to continue to build on that. We need to continue to work on our short shots, make sure that they get in on a higher percentage than what we did tonight, and just continue to work hard. Each game is just going to be working hard, and hopefully we'll be able to come out on the head.
Anything to add?
That was just fun. It was fun.
Okay, thank you once again, Dan Hayes and Adam Fruden. Todd and Mike, let's send it back to you to wrap it up.
Well, Michael, Mounds Park Academy holds on to a 47-44 victory. If you're Mounds Park Academy, what do you take out of a game like this?
You know what, Todd? Mounds Park is really getting good at these close games. This is their second one of the season. Actually, all three have been down to the wire. So they're gaining experience. These tight games, it's going to benefit them further down the season.
And again, congratulations to Concordia Academy. They were looking for their first win. They had a great effort tonight as well.
Concordia came to play, and they can take a lot of pride out of their effort this evening.
All right, the Mounds Park Academy Panthers go to 2-1 on the season. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Once again, the final score, Mounds Park Academy 47, Concordia Bloomington 44. Good night, everyone.